And we are live.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's session of Sins of the Fallen, where we last left off. The party had been split as Kat had been taken by some people after sneaking aboard an airship and being caught as an invisible spider. The rest of the party was trying to figure out where she could have been taken and how to get her back. And they decided to find someone that Kit used to work with that had the sending spell in his spellbook and try to take care of him so that they could take his spellbook. They followed him to a gambling den, and then Malkir was able to.
We traded against this bullshit.
Yeah, and Malkir was able to win his spellbook in a poker match. So now you guys have said spellbook. While all that was going on, Kat found herself as a spider, transported throughout the city, and then brought to this gentleman who seemed to be the leader of these people, a man by the name of Chemo, who seemed interested in Kat's stories and who her master was, and claimed that he was going to get in contact with Kat's master, aka Kit, in order for her to be retrieved by her master. So we'll pick back up with the party having gotten the spellbook, and before Kit could get a chance to study the spellbook and transcribe the sending spell into her book, they were contacted by the City Watch, where Ruby and Kit, under their disguises of Flair and Eugenie, were summoned by Captain Luke for some reason. So, Kit and Ruby, I believe it was just you two that were going with this City Watch member to go talk to Captain Luke. I don't think anyone else came with.
Yeah, I think it was just us two. And before I had left, I had mentally yelled at B about the fact that that the bag was upstairs under my bed and that she needed to guard it with her life.
I would just go up there and sit on it.
On the bag or on the bed?
Both.
Okay.
She's like makes a nest. Like, this is mine. Back off. You know, it'd be helpful if I had Roll20 open, you think, right?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I was like looking at my screen, I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, sometimes my brain. Okay, there we go.
So, Ruby and Kit, the two of you follow this City Watch member through the streets of the city, right up to the Citadel stronghold where all of the kind of law enforcement is centrally located, and follow them through the just as bustling interior up to Captain Luke's office. And you head inside. The City Watch member closes the door with, you can see Captain Luke is sitting there at his desk. And as the door closes, he looks up at the two of you. And through kind of bridged fingers, he says, "What did you do?"
Imagine we both look at each other like, what do you
Nothing?
think we did?
We were summoned by one of your watchmen.
Yeah. I'm talking about why I summoned you here. Why am I getting inquiries about this one? He points at Eugenie. From the head of the Orin Owls, the Empire's secret police.
We both look at each other like genuinely confused, like,
Yeah, I don't know if Ruby's ever looked more confused in her entire life.
I mean, he knows who they are, but she's like, have I genuinely done anything to warrant this? Other than, the group things, but like, why would I specifically? And also, it wouldn't be me as Kit, it would be me as Eugenie, so she's actually doubly confused. She's like, what did I do?
It's like going back through the memories of what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, she's like, have I done anything as Eugenie other than, like, she's like, I've been with these two the whole time as Eugenie. What, huh?
We were at the scene of that warehouse that was attacked the other day. Does it have anything to do with that? The only thing that I thought that would draw the eyes of a secret police?
Really? Secret police? You're openly talking about it?
You're not there. Right, the warehouse, we need to talk about that too. But before that, no, I don't think it's anything related to the warehouse. Were you at the massa demonstration today?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
3/4 of the city was.
Well, a creature claiming to be your wizardly familiar was captured aboard the airship at the demonstration, and they want to know why that you were poking around the ship.
She, like, sort of snaps her fingers like, oh, I see. I think there's just been some confusion. And she, like, tucks her hair behind her one ear, and she points at her earring, and then she tucks her hair behind her other ear, because she technically only ever got that one from that town. I sent my familiar aboard the ship because I lost my other earring when we were on there having our little tour, and everybody was leaving. I didn't want it to be a big thing, so I thought it would just be easier if I sent them on there instead to even see if I had lost it on the ship. So I think this might just be a big miscommunication. She wasn't poking around.
Go ahead and make a deception.
Okay. I opened up Roll20, but not my character sheet. Okay.
I swear, Flair and Eugenie are gonna age this man like 5 years just by association.
Deception. Okay, this is Cat, not me. All right, I believe though. Ooh, 12.
Neither of us are proficient in deception.
Really? I thought you were. Wait, didn't one of us take it? Fuck.
No.
I thought one of us. Wait, I thought one of us took it. Oh fuck! What did we
I
do?
picked it up as
I know
my.
you did, but I know me and her, we planned our things
I
out
guess we did.
accordingly.
It's fine. It was probably my
It's-
fault. It's
it's
whatever.
Okay. You know, I feel like charm person is a bad thing because they do know eventually that you charmed them, and we might encounter this guy again. So you know what? I won't do that. I'll just.
Good call. He kind of stares at you for a few seconds, Eugenie,
I stare back.
before letting out a sigh. And he says, as investigators, under my responsibility, you have a lot of freedom to investigate what you want, but that doesn't mean you can investigate things going on with the government or anything that they're funding. If you go barking up the wrong tree, you could find a lot worse than a detained familiar.
Well, this won't happen again. You have my apologies for any trouble we may have caused you.
Sorry. He sort of looks down, like.
Now, I don't need to know exactly why you were on that airship, unless it's pertaining to a case that I should be worried about. Is this something I should be worried about?
No.
Nope.
All right. I will put in a report, and hopefully your familiar will be returned to you. In the meantime, what happened at the warehouse last?
We were doing our own patrols, seeing if we could find any leads on the other investigation we've been working on. When we heard the alarms, had concern that perhaps they were going to be related. We met up with your watchman and poked around a collapsed warehouse. Best we can tell, it has nothing to do with the other investigation we were looking at, but it may also be too early to say.
sort of like ruffle through my papers and pull out all of like my notes that I had taken about things that we like found, saw, questions and stuff that we had answered and asked and all that, and I sort of hand it over to him.
The statement we had taken, the statement we had
Yeah.
drummed up from Lady Augusta as well.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Did your
Well-
watchman or anybody else come up with anything that... I read in the paper that they found a body.
Yes. That's been a bit of a hot button issue. If you read it in the paper, then you should know who that body was. That was the Chosen who you met that one time.
Shame,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, he was weird, but well, I guess you could say he got stuff done. So, gonna be a little weird adjusting
I'm
now that
sure.
he's gone. Well, if there's nothing else, consider this a slap on the wrist. Try not to get yourselves or myself more trouble. Well, I look forward to the next report.
Of course.
Once again, my apologies.
All right, just don't let it happen again.
Just a quick question, will they return the familiar to me at the inn, or will I have to come collect it here?
I can have them send it to your inn.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Okay, back at the house that was on fire.
Yeah.
Did I get a name from this mysterious half-orc with wings? Or was
You
it
did
just
not.
they came, they put out the fire, and they left?
Yep, that's exactly what happened. They came, they put out the fire, they left. Nobody, and they did it so quickly that the rest of the crowd didn't even have a chance to react, and so they all assumed you did it.
Right, yeah. Okay.
All right. Dismissed.
We dismiss
Thank you.
ourselves.
Yep.
As we're leaving, she sort of just turns around and she's like, was the barking up the wrong tree like an intended, punt joke? Or was that just, that just kind of happened? Just wondering. Get it? Because my last name is Bark.
Hilarious.
Have a good day, Captain Luke!
I think we should leave Captain Luke to his work now.
Sort of like hop skips out of his office.
Once we're like clear of the guard,
Yep.
I'm just gonna lean over to Kit and be like, "You don't think it has to be, right?"
It's of course it's her. Oh, God, okay. We just have to hope that they don't wait too long, and we have to hope they get her to us. Wait, what time is it? Fuck, I've lost track of when we are. When are we?
It's like 2 in the afternoon.
Is this the same day? Because this was like the thing was in the morning, or has this been a day? I'm so confused. I can't remember anything anymore. Is this the same day as the
This
Massa
is the
show?
same day as the Massa show. That was in the
Okay.
morning. The ship left around noon.
And then Homie went to the.
Oh
Wow,
wait,
that dude's
that's right.
I was like, wait, but he
Actually,
went gambling
sorry.
in the middle of the day?
I forgot that you guys waited for him to get off work, so it actually would be kind of like late evening. Now that I think about it,
Yeah, okay.
because he would have got off work, gone to gamble, and then hours of gambling.
Yeah, and then
So-
I only was like, I think you said I was only like an hour deep into copying the spell.
Correct.
So, yeah, okay. I will lean over to Ruby and be like, we just have to hope that either he gets to get her back to us tonight, which I don't know if they will, but maybe, or, I mean, she just can't sleep. Because if she sleeps, she won't stay a spider.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's not. She has her moments, but she's not a total idiot.
Truthfully, oh, let's just hope this all works out. Otherwise, we may need to start brainstorming.
I mean, we should definitely probably when we get back to the inn start brainstorming an exit plan,
Yeah.
anyways,
We
or
really
just
did
like.
get an exit plan from this city.
I mean, I think we should be able to get out. We can get out of here just fine because of everything that we have from Lady Augusta, but if we're leaving, let's say, under scrutiny, that might not be possible.
Yeah.
So, do you think
And-
Sniv has like an underground network way to get out of here? She has to, right? How else would she get stuff in?
True. Might be worth visiting her tomorrow. The only problem is that, well, I guess we just tell her that, unfortunately, in the
Well, I
process
mean-
of transport, we lost the sarcophagus.
Well, she knew that we were going to talk to another buyer, and we can just let her know that the item, even if she was still interested, is way too like hot to touch with everything going on with it and where it is, so she wouldn't be interested in it anyways. I don't think that'll be a problem. If anything, we did her a favor if we think about it.
So
Like
I think
that?
we might have.
So we'll let her know. I honestly don't think Sniv will hold that against us at all. So
Here's
I think we
hoping.
should be fine. And we head back. Hey, did we ever figure out we only ever in the fucking 3 graveyard doors, we only ever found out what 2 of them were, right?
That is
That's
correct.
One being the assassin group, and then which was it was like there was like the 3 symbols, right? It was like
Yeah, hold on.
what was it? There was one was oh fuck, I think dagger,
There was-
dragon, shield. The
Yeah.
dagger was the assassin's den, the dragon is the dragon horde market, and the shield we never found out. Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Do you think we should try and find out what's behind that shield?
I mean, I'm curious, aren't you?
Always.
Because like what could it be? The dagger and the dragon feel so in your face obvious now that you know, once you know what they are, but for some reason a shield seems really
Might
Not?
mark some Might mark some kind of safe house.
Maybe, yeah, some kind of like protected space.
I mean, we could go check.
Man, we really are. This group really is the never fucking togethers. Jesus Christ. We are gonna. None of us are making it to the end of this campaign. We're all gonna die.
You know, you can always like head back and like, hey, you guys want to go
Yeah.
check out this place?
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be
we should-
nice.
we should definitely.
Yes, though. Let's go back first. But
Yeah. Even then, I have.
Oh.
I also need to finish transcribing that spell, so that I can message Kat and make sure that. Just to sort of figure something out.
Okay.
Because on top of that, the owls, once they return her, if they ask questions like, "Why didn't you just bring her?" Like, because technically, like I do with Inkblot, I can just snap him in and out. So I have to come up with a fucking valid reason why I didn't just snap her back.
I mean, if it's a secret police and they're concerned she was a spy, I would assume that magic. They might protect her from an outside influence of magic. It's not
I
very
mean,
good to
maybe.
interrogate a familiar spy if the wizard can just snap them right back.
Yeah.
I would imagine they have ways of preventing that.
I need to come up with a reason anyways, just in case, because I feel like they'll probably ask.
Can you snap your familiar back from any distance?
I can, right? I think. This is Tori asking. I'm pretty sure I can. Is there a
Well,
range on snapping them back and forth? I don't
that
know.
I'm not too sure about because we've always just kind of played fast and loose with that rule, where like the familiar, if they wanted to, could snap themselves back.
As an action, you can temporarily dismiss your familiar. Does
Yeah.
it specify really a range? Well, because like the range of casting the spell is like 10 feet, but is it
Right.
snapping back is also 10 feet? Like, oh, that's weird.
I would say like it's probably one of those like it's one of those kind of like up to interpretation things because it's like it's a separate paragraph from like the speaking one, which is
Yeah.
100 feet, and also
And even like the spell casting, and then even when it's like as an action, while it is temporarily dismissed, you can make it reappear 30 feet. So it's
Right.
like there's so many different distances.
Right. I would say like as like the dismissing them, I would say it's one of those like as long as they're on the same plane of existence as you type of thing.
Okay, yeah. This is really he's really just shoved as many fucking blurbs of text in here as possible.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Alright, well then I'll still try and I don't know, come up with some idiotic reason. Just in case.
And
Probably a good idea.
throwing homework at my sister. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Figure it
All right. So you guys head back to the inn. Everybody else, you see them come back.
Except for B, who's upstairs nesting
except for
on the
B.
bag.
Yep. So they left with the police and came back not arrested. So that's a good sign.
I will go upstairs to B.
You open the door and she's like, "So, what happened?"
Oh, a little slap on the wrist. Apparently, well, I mean, not apparently, we know something had happened. Kat got caught, and so she played it off as being my familiar, and she will be returned to me at some point, just don't know when.
Oh, well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, I really need to finish this, copying down this spell so that I can cast it in the morning if she's not returned to us tonight, which I don't think she will be, because the captain needs to write his report, and then oh, I have a headache. B.
Well, do you need to like be alone to do that, or can I just kind of sit here?
No, you can sit here. It'd be nice to just have somebody just watch the bag for me, will you? It's just one thing I won't have to like think about. I know it won't really go anywhere, but it's just stressful and it worries me. And I can just sit here and
Okey-dokey.
calmly copy down,
I just flop like onto
turn
my
it
back.
into a pillow.
Yeah. Pretty comfortable.
You know, which is odd, right? Because there's some weird stuff in there, and you wouldn't think it doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. Like from a logical standpoint, it's really strange.
It doesn't fluff very easily, but I mean, if you like leather, I guess it works pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, and she like cracks her knuckles and back to writing. And I think I already took the gold out for this. I did, yeah. Okay.
Mhm. Yep, all it takes is the time now.
Which is, what is it? It's like an hour per level.
It's 2 hours per level.
2 hours per level.
So that's 6 hours.
Yay!
Well into the to the late
Night.
evening, early morning.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So in the meantime, is there anything else anyone else would want to do this evening?
No, I'm good.
Nothing I can
good.
think of.
Nope.
All right.
Nah.
Was that nah?
I'm good.
Okay.
I think,
I
yeah.
I
thought it
couldn't
was
tell.
a
I was like, was
yeah.
that a nah or a ah?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So then we will move over to Cat up in this kind of like tower over the city with the owl man Hemo.
And then they all held hands around the fire. The end. Because I was telling stories.
Yep. What a delightful story.
It was a lot of fun.
You see, as you're finishing up this story, another one of these dark-clothed individuals come in and walk up to Hemo and whisper something in his ear. And he says, well, it seems that your master is in fact looking for you. So, now that we've confirmed that everything is alright, we will be returning you now to her.
Yay.
This has been a surprisingly delightful encounter. It was nice meeting you.
You too. Can you have someone keep an eye out for the earring, though?
Of course, if one of the ship workers happens to find the earring, we will let your master know.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll just like cuddle closer.
Well, this gentleman will return you to your master. Before you go, I don't think I ever asked you what your name was.
It's Kaya.
Kaya. Well, it was nice to meet you, Kaya.
I do like a little spider bow.
See the dark cloaked individual walks up and he says, "For your safety, you should probably go back into this jar."
Mm, fine. Jar.
All right, you go into the jar. He closes the lid, and you are immediately surrounded with darkness as he puts your jar into a bag.
I just sigh. Hate it.
And then you feel the kind of jostling motion as this guy carrying you goes into a run, and then you feel free falling.
Oh my gosh. I must be flying.
Must be the weirdest sensation. You're like in a jar, in a bag, falling.
Yep.
Oh, I can't even talk to him telepathically because I can't see it. That's upsetting. Okay.
Well, after a couple seconds of free falling, you hear a strange mechanical sound, and then there's like a lurching sensation, followed by more kind of like weightlessness. And that kind of sequence of events continues for several minutes as there is a mechanical sound, a lurching sensation, followed by more weightlessness, and it just seems to go over and over and over again. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving.
Constitution saving throw. Wait, does that that's a spider thing, don't I have to
It's
use?
physical, yes. So you would be using your spider Constitution.
Oh dang, I gotta look that up. Spider Constitution. Oh, nice. An 8.
It's a -1.
Nice.
I mean, that's kind of fair. They are very small and crunchy little
Whee!
things. Nice.
Yeah, you feel yourself as you kind of bounce around this jar.
I hate this.
If a spider could get nauseous, it's happening to you.
Oh, jeez. I develop motion sickness as a druid. I'm never gonna want to fly again. I can't even fly it, actually. But there's nothing. I'm gonna make myself I'm gonna do what I did before and spin web everywhere and try and make it less movie.
Okay, try to suspend yourself in like a little
Yeah.
little web gyro.
Yep.
All right, you do so, and after several minutes of this strange sensation, you feel it stop, and then you feel like a little bit of light kind of peek through like the web coating of the jar, as the jar is just placed somewhere.
Can I look out? I go to the edge and look. Go to the glass, I guess.
Well, the glass is completely covered with web.
Oh, I can move it out of the way. I'm a spider.
All right, you kind of claw at your own webbing as you kind of clear a hole to look through, and you can see that you are the jar seems to be sitting at a table, and you can see that in the room you're in, you can see B sitting on the bed while Kit is working on something at a desk.
Don't message Kit. Kit!
Kit, you hear Cat's voice in your head.
Just like look up and I'm like start looking around like what the fuck?
Let me
Go.
out of this jar!
Like am I losing my mind? She's like, oh god, I'm starting to hear her now.
I'm tired of being in here. Let me out.
Do I look around and see a jar?
Yeah, you just see
Oh, okay.
a jar sitting on like the end table near the bed.
Is there anyone there or it's just a jar?
It's just a jar.
What
I mean,
the
B is there.
What the fuck? I'm gonna like run over to the jar and like open it.
I'm gonna
You-
climb.
You see Cat as she climbs out of the jar onto your hand.
Jump out, jump off, and turn back to me. Finally!
Ah,
Uh,
Well,
It's just like standing there, like blinking, like rubbing her eyes because she's been staring at paper for so long.
I'm tired. Good night. And I leave the room.
Holding a jar, and she's like, she looks over at B, and she's like, am I hallucinating?
maybe. She just shrugs and lays down.
What? What? She's just like,
How you wizards operate?
no, but you saw, like, I'm not, did you see her too? What's happening?
Yeah, didn't you hear me? I said, ah.
What? She just like puts down the jar and like goes out of the room and like leans her head out. I just see her walking away.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Preserve.
She does like the thing where she kind of like pulls her head back in and then looks back out again and like is staring at your back as you walk away. And she's like, I'm gonna deal with that in the morning. And she shut the door and just sit down on the floor again and let's be like, what the fuck?
I go to sleep.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all so far into this fucking sending spell that I might as well not quit now, so I'm gonna keep going. Fuck it.
All right. Yeah, and a couple hours later, at 2 in the morning, you finish.
Did you ever figure out what else is in this book?
Nah, not really.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay. Well, then I will Kit will just close that. P is probably just like fast asleep.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, okay, let's take the other bed. Just go lay down in Cat's bed. And go to sleep.
All right.
And I wake up last.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody gains the benefits of a long rest, some sooner than others. Woo!
Yeah.
Yay.
I've acquired tending.
Yay.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. Can't wait till you find out what else is in that spellbook.
I know.
I don't know what we're doing the next day. I don't know what spells to prepare. Oh well. Dark vision. It's always a mandatory.
I mean, I don't know if any of us know what we're doing today.
It's a fair point. Let's be honest.
We had a plan. Then
Yeah.
that plan went sideways.
Yeah, everyone wakes up and Cat's just like eating breakfast. Everyone's like, "What the fuck? Where'd you come from?"
Part of Malcolm is
a
like, God
jar.
damn it.
Jar.
I don't know how Malcolm is gonna react to this. Like, so I didn't have to go and con that man out of his spellbook?
Well,
It's a fun
It
It was
con,
probably
though.
good you did.
it's nice to have.
Oh, fair.
B's like, nah, that's great. You should have seen Kit last night.
There we go.
So excited.
All
We
right.
saw.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just about to ask what the fuck are we gonna do next.
That's what I was gonna ask too.
I never did find out what was in the engine room, though.
And you never will.
I don't think you're going to.
Yeah,
If I
unless
had to
you,
guess, it's gonna be an engine.
unless you want to break into a heavily guarded military in
I broke out a
Barely.
Look, yeah.
like I'm
I
all
learned
down
my
for breaking.
lesson. I already gave myself a big lecture. I was in a box, in a jar in a box for hours. Don't worry, Kit. You don't have to give me a lecture. Oh, she's still asleep.
He's like upstairs.
Face book. Didn't even go to bed. You went face into book.
But I'll be more responsible from now on and more sneaky and not do recklessly dumb things that could get caught because that wasn't fun and we only almost got in more trouble. And when Kit wakes up, tell her that I learned my lesson and I don't need a lecture because I already gave myself a lecture.
I'm not going to deprive your sister of the
We
opportunity.
could have all lost our freedom again because of me. We could have all been attacked or taken by the owls or who knows what, and everything would have just been so much better if I didn't do it. So, how dare I do it? Don't ever do something like that again. And she's like pointing her finger, but at nobody.
I think even if we told her not to do it because you've already done it, she's gonna do it anyway.
I'll just have to tell her that I've already done it and that everything. I made a friend though. That was kind of cool, but it
Oh.
was an awful situation.
You make like a high profile friend?
I mean, I was in a really tall building, so yes.
Huh.
Hi.
Literal, but awesome.
Oh, wait, no, he was the head guard guy. The,
Oh.
Hemo owl head guard guy above the city is what I have written in my notes. But
Whole head guard guy.
Is
Nice.
that the official
That's the
title?
official. That's what's on his little nameplate on his desk. Head
Head
owl
guard.
guard guy. It's quite a mouthful. And now introducing head owl guard guy.
above city.
Above the city. TM.
TM.
It's with an I, but sure.
Oh, well, I'll fix it. Hold on.
Oh, the way she just went bar and kind of solo you, I ain't I don't know what to say. So his name is a Greek word for blood. What? In game or what you say?
So, what exactly is our next move going to be?
This is when Kit's like coming downstairs super bleary eyed.
The whole like I haven't looked at a book that for that long in quite a long time.
Yeah, it's been so long.
What is that like? That is a good question, Ruby.
And I
I
were
mean, the
thinking
attention's
about
kind of on us now, right? So I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing.
yeah, unless we want to lose some of the freedom that we've been provided through this little investigation company, we need to stay rather well behaved.
He just like sits down and yawns. She's like, "What? What are we talking? What are we talking about?"
Plans.
What to do
Yeah.
next?
What to do next, mostly. I mean, I'd like to get in touch with some old contacts, but that's gonna take some work.
We were thinking we should start developing a backup plan to get out of the city, just in case the heat does become a little too much. Kat and I were also thinking of investigating.
Other one.
Kat and I, nope, Kit and I. Just drains cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Kit and I. The place where we found the underground market. There was another entrance we didn't get a chance to explore. So once it gets a little bit darker, it might be worth checking that out just to see. I have some ideas of what could be hiding behind the symbol of a shield, but
Ooh.
Or we thought
That
about
might be
maybe
fun if they don't
asking
kill us.
Sniv. I mean,
Also a good idea.
Feels odd that a shield would be. I feel like that was the dagger. I think the assassins were the killing, so I think as long as we don't go poking around there, we should be fine.
of course we decided we need to hire some assassins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Which
the
for
shield
now-
is mercenaries for hire.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Although I don't
Could
know why
be.
you would need to be so secretive about it.
There's
I mean, if I
always-
People
Okay.
have their reasons.
Yeah. There's always an underground, no matter what city you're in.
But you think they would be sword? It would be a sword instead of a shield? Unless maybe
Sword-
it's like hired bodyguard.
Sword might be confused with the dagger. Easier
I
if
mean,
they're
you make one
distinct.
really long, one really small.
It's still easier if they're distinct.
That's fair. I need more coffee.
I can safely say that my organization does not exactly go flaunting around our allegiances for the most part.
Just and she comes back with coffee. She's like, what are we even gonna do? What are we doing next? Anyways, like when we leave here, does anyone have something to do? We're not exactly tied down anymore by a sarcophagus, so what's the plan? We're just gonna go trapezing around the continent for funsies?
I
It'd be
have
fun.
a bad idea that no one's gonna want to do. That I'm not even gonna say now. Okay, I got it out. Feel
What's
better
the
now.
bad? What's the bad idea?
Say no. What's the bad idea?
Steal a
Heck.
ship.
You're not
I'll
allowed to
attempt.
offer up any more ideas.
I said it was a bad idea. Look, you missed it. You were sleeping still, but I gave myself a whole lecture twice now. As
It's true.
Not as you, but from you. Because I knew what you were gonna say, and I've learned my lesson. Because I don't like being in a jar in a box or in a jar in a bag. And falling, but not falling, but falling. It was weird.
Oh, it's fine.
Insight check.
She wasn't planning on giving you a lecture. You will notice, however, that Kit now has the bag of holding. You do not.
No! It's mine!
Don't think it is anymore.
Yes, it is. I need it. I
No.
need it. I walk away. I'm like,
Kit found an infinitely worse punishment than a lecture.
arms like fully wrapped around your shoulder. No, I need it.
Kit just like puts her hand on your face and like pushes you away.
I have
She's-
so much stuff in there.
Yep.
I need it, but I need my stuff.
Yeah, don't worry. If you want your stuff, you can ask.
I'm gonna grab the bag. I'm gonna try and grab it from you.
It's on me.
Well, I'll try and pull it up. I need it.
She's gonna give you the look.
But I got so much stuff in there.
Well, if you're actively pulling it, go ahead and make an athletics check. And then, Kit, you can roll either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Oh boy. I'm great at these.
Neither of us are exactly.
I'm gonna guidance myself. Athletics.
My character sheet is just white, and it won't open anything. What the
I can roll for you.
hello? What is happening? If I pop out, will that fix it?
Oh, it's loading on mine.
It's so
I
weird.
just
Hang on,
clicked
let
it
me
now
just
real quick.
reopen roll 20. Let me re-roll open 20.
Yay for technical difficulties.
Ew.
I need it back. My stuff.
Oh, there we go. It opened.
Whoa.
Oh my god, it worked finally. Holy crap. Can I cast adjust density on myself?
I don't think you would have time to.
Okay. Would you say athletics or acrobatics?
Yep,
Oh
you
wow,
get
the
to
plus
choose.
2 modifiers.
I only had a +1, but I had guidance.
Oh, okay, guidance. Huh.
Yay!
Big sad.
And then I have to run to the other side of the room, or at least the other side of the group, so she doesn't try and grab it back immediately.
All right, yeah, you struggle for a little bit, but Cat manages to kind of pull the bag off of Kit, and then runs away with it.
God, will I ever one day remember that I have silvery barbs? I need to put a post-it note on my monitor.
I do think I have
Jesus.
one that says uncanny dodge. And when I was
need to put
playing Ray, I had one that said counterspell.
literally need to put a post-it note on my monitor. Ay.
I'm like clutching it like Gollum now. So what are we doing next?
I mean, does anybody else like have any like leads we could probably follow?
Speaking of leads, are we going to finish your investigation before we leave the city, or what's going to happen with that?
Kind of on the fence about it. If it's convenient for us to continue digging, then it stays relevant. If it's no longer convenient and we're leaving town, then
You know, the detective agency just, quietly disappears.
Well, I mean, we can just... We're not bound to here forever.
I mean, aren't we at least confused about the fire guy in the burning building? Was that the investigation? I don't remember.
No, the investigation originally was the murder.
Oh, right. And yes, I remember.
I mean, I'm still confused about the murder. I'm still confused about the arson, the fire elemental. I'm confused as to why I heard another one in the ship.
The ship. All the more reason
Okay.
to steal it. I mean, no, we're not doing that. That's a bad idea.
I mean, if you want to break into a heavily guarded military installation, let me know.
That's notes. Anybody else have ideas?
We could just leave and just say fuck it to everything,
That too.
and then do something else. I don't know what else.
Anybody have anything they were in the middle of?
Oh, before getting caught, war crimes, and working with my secret organization to, sow the seeds of discord and anguish among the people.
Okay, well, let's maybe
What?
not go back to getting ourselves arrested, Malkier.
I mean, B and I were in the middle of something, but I would leave it up to her as to whether or not it's still a relevant activity.
Will it get us arrested?
It's what got us arrested in the first place.
Okay,
It's
what?
just okay. Okay, you can't compare war crimes to just a little bit of breaking and entering.
That's fair.
And technically, we're just taking back what belongs to be in the first place. So,
True.
Oh, well, that's
Oh.
different.
That sounds
Yeah.
like that's what we need to do then.
We're gonna Robin Hood this next act.
Robin Hood for some bees.
Wait, is it actually for bees? Did someone steal your bees, bee?
They stole my honey, so yeah.
Oh, okay, well. Where
Like a
exactly
lot
was
of it.
this?
Yeah, how far away are we going? Or would it be going?
I don't know from here.
Good question.
You know, it was outside the Empire.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Oh.
It's pretty far away.
yeah. We weren't exactly local.
Where? Okay, well, outside of the Empire, where?
Do we even know?
I don't know if we even know.
Have you guys never looked at a map? Like, what?
I feel like we said Foxfort, but I don't remember.
It was near Foxfort.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It was in the forest north of Foxfort.
Okay.
I'm gonna add that to my notes real quick.
So
Okay,
there, the
so,
forest north of Foxfort.
So towards the mountains where there are monster sightings and attacks. Excellent. That is
Yes.
wonderful.
We could also, make a stop near the college towns, regroup with some old alumni.
Why would we do that?
Y'all went to college?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to college.
Yeah.
What is college?
School.
Ooh.
Higher education.
Yes.
I just blink a couple times.
How we got our good jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our government jobs.
How Malkier became a war crimes soldier.
Look, you do some light government wet work. You can, do some stuff that the public would be frowned upon, like public execution and some light burning of food stocks.
Did you meet somebody through like a professor or like one of your teachers or instructors that led you? Like, how did you even?
Were you in like a fraternity?
Yeah, a fraternity, and that was like part of your initiation. Like, what the fuck?
A lot of that is redacted.
From your memory?
Generally, there's a program in Exata that's heavily redacted because it was a plan to theoretically cause the collapse of society.
Okay, you keep saying that. Can I ask which society? Because it's going to greatly depend on how concerned I am about this.
You mean
was-
like outside of the Empire to help expand the Empire?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, I feel like it'd be pretty bad if right under their noses was people trying to overthrow the Empire. That makes more
People,
sense.
let's just say, excited, didn't like what they found, disbanded the program, everything is, heavily redacted, yada, 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 yada.
Also, sometimes the best way to take down something is from the inside.
Yeah. And so, there was some, petitioning and, in the town, some higher-ups were like, maybe we could start another war by sending, some potentially expendable people across the border, do some light burning of food stocks and some public executions.
I think I heard about some of that.
We had very different extracurriculars, let me tell you.
I mean, fair. I mean, there was a city that no longer exists in Orin because of us, so yeah. It was a small city. It wasn't important.
Okay, so our options are towards the mountains of... Well, just, towards the northwestern mountains where we could, cross, but monsters and all that jazz. Anybody else? To go reclaim bees' honey.
It's a lot of honey, you guys.
I don't doubt. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just curious if, there's anything else. Felcrum? Casper?
You guys got anything? I got
Anything
aside from
I'm just fine.
you don't have anything you're dying to do.
Well, there's a couple people, but other than that,
I mean, actual objectives, not people you want to do.
clarify next time, please, for the sake of us all. No. I did my thing.
Yeah. For the most part, I'll just probably get in touch with, the people I work with. Other than that, nah.
Felcrum,
This is-
did you have anything going on in your life at the time that needs...
Resolving.
Eventually.
Okay, well, we're sort of asking now if anybody has anything that...
Yeah.
Is it an eventually because you don't want to take care of it now, or...
Is it an eventually? Is it we'll get there when we get there?
It's an eventually as
Or
in...
is it an eventually it's gonna come after us?
It's an eventually as in I don't think we're quite ready to deal with it.
Fair.
Because it has something to do with the beasts coming from the mountains.
So all roads lead to the monsters coming down the mountain. How is this possible?
I mean,
Oh my god.
unless you want to take a detour into a war college, so I can.
No!
I mean, technically we do cross by both Ithaca. We can stop there technically on the way. Where, on the... Because it's hard to tell, but because, it's just map. But where exactly do people cross? Is there paths through the mountains, over the mountains, into...
Around the mountains.
into what is it, Leakslip, into Elysian and Foxfort and all that area. Roscrea, Rosecrea. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Do people?
How does one travel through that area?
I just want to hear her keep trying to pronounce the names.
I can
just
keep
keep it
going.
up.
Like, do we go from like these towns to here, then into here?
Yeah, like what's the
Well,
trajectory looking like?
the main reason stopping the expansion of the Empire is these mountains that block off the Empire from Roscray and Upper Leakslip there.
Yeah, I got 1 for 2.
Yeah, and so like there's a few like mountain paths that you can take that like the natives of the area know pretty well, but anybody that's not from the area that tries to go there oftentimes have a harder time. You could also travel by sea around the mountains. However, then you gotta deal with pirates, raiders, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because we could either like take a ship from Shallow Bay over like Killamore and then like around.
I feel like I'd get along great with pirates.
Then you got to go into like Killamore over to
Probably
like
want to steal all your stuff.
Mullingar.
No.
Oh.
Yar. So when you say natives know the paths, are either Ruby or B native to that area?
I don't think Ruby is.
No, not really. She's really more of a city girl. So
Yeah.
Are you an Empire kid?
no, I'm not an Empire
Oh.
kid, but I'm a city
Yeah.
girl.
Okay.
And B is from a completely different area.
Would
Yeah, I'm like
Felcrum
way
know
north.
Would Felcrum know of any paths nearby in those mountains?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that Felcrum's walked those paths a few times.
Then I could probably guide us through there.
Okay.
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 What is the? Because you said they would. Well, we're okay.
Do you want to try that one again?
What?
Yeah.
I'm so lost.
You said that anything you would want to do would have to do with the mountains in the monsters in those mountains. So what would it be that you were wanting to do?
How do I put this lightly?
Revenge?
I mean, you could say that.
I'm always down for some light revenging.
Against the monsters?
Sure. Let's call them monsters.
Or we
What would
deal
wait? No, hang on. Wait. What would you
Yeah,
call
yeah,
them?
no, we gotta be
Let's
open
go-
here.
Can we please be? What would you call them if they are not monsters?
Are you referring to the beasts or the people?
Because there's two things that are apparently going on. We got the Knights of the Scale that are up in the mountains dealing with the monsters, and then we have the monsters. Who do you have more beef with, the monsters or the Knights?
Or is there a third party?
Oh, the third party.
Oh,
The third
okay.
party. This is
All right,
more
so we've got
Tell
the
us-
Knights of the Scale, then there's, I guess, the beasts that the Knights are dealing with, and then what? The people who are controlling the beasts, or is this a wholly unrelated group?
It's the Guardians of Light from Dawnskar.
Who
They
now?
Is that a
Guardians
name
of Light.
any of us know?
Paladin
Ring any
group.
bells?
Paladin group in Dawnskar.
This has to fall under like something I would probably know.
I would say Ruby would probably be familiar with the Guardians of Light as well as Casper, because Casper is from the Western Kingdoms as well. Anybody that's in the Empire, however, from the Empire, wouldn't really be familiar with them. They mostly operate in the Western Kingdom.
Okay,
Okay.
nothing in
I've
the
heard of the-
history books.
Okay,
Heard of
so
the
they wouldn't.
dickheads of the light.
What was
Okay.
that, Casper?
I've heard of the dickheads of the light.
Yeah.
That they are.
So Mike, they wouldn't have fallen under the thorns in the sides of my group, the Arbiters of Anguish.
No.
Damn, you guys really just slapped on the most. Like the title of Hello, we are not good guys. You wanted to make it really clear.
To be fair, we don't operate publicly.
So,
Do you really
Mike,
operate?
It's a far cry from the name of my group. God damn.
The Republic is the best place to operate.
debatable.
like-
So, Mike, what do the Guardians of Light do?
So, the Guardians of Light are a holy order that mostly operate near the mountains. They're based out of Donskar, but they do travel around a lot of, and they basically fight against something called the corruption, which that is something that you
That
aren't
is
familiar with.
Vague as fuck.
Yes. It is vague as fuck because they usually do a pretty good job at it. And so nobody really knows what the corruption is. All they know is that the Guardians of Light have been dealing with it.
Amazing.
It's like when it's like
Are
when the
there- are
Catholic
there-
Church talks about sin. Like it
I
could
was
be
gonna
anything.
say, are there any conspiracy theories out there that there is corruption?
Yeah, there's probably like some people there
I can
like
guarantee you there are.
there's like fucking Guardians of Light, but there isn't even any corruption. I mean, it's just they're just getting fucking pay bumps from the crowd.
Listen,
The Guardians of Light are
I'm not-
actually the corruption.
I'm not saying I'm instantly signing Ruby up as a conspiracy theorist, but
It feels
Look.
fitting.
There's plenty of people that believe that the corruption is not real, but I can guarantee you it exists, and you see his eyes flare a bright green.
I just have one
that's
question.
interesting.
Okay.
I just look at
So,
Felgrim and I like sort of put my hand up. I'm like, I have one question. Is it contagious?
As far as I know, no.
All right, then that's fine.
So
It's contagious. I don't
Huh.
want it. I got enough of those.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Gross.
You should walk.
Just kidding.
though. You should
Just
walk.
kidding. I'm very clean.
So can it be inferred that you are apparently an ex-Guardian? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
So you want to
Oh.
what? Destroy your former holy order? Is that the
100%.
vibe of the? Okay.
Okay, I'm down for some light organization destruction, especially
Alright.
since it's aid in mine.
So basically, our options are now: help B recover a large amount of honey, help Felgrim take down his ex-paladin order, or help Malkir sow the seeds of carnage and destruction throughout the Empire's enemies,
Or steal
What?
a blimp.
or steal a blimp.
Why has Steal a Blimp suddenly become the second most
That's-
reasonable
Yeah.
option?
All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, maybe the blimp stealing isn't that bad of an idea.
I mean, I said it's something we might have to deal with eventually, but I don't think we're quite
I mean-
ready to deal with it now.
Is
Two-
Paladin Order gonna come after us?
Not if there's not any left.
Exactly.
Well, no,
mean-
I think
But
it's more like
beforehand.
if we cross the mountains and say someone comes across you and lets them know, do you have a target on your back? I think is more what she means.
Well,
Yes.
last they knew, the Guardians were partially responsible for me being put in the asylum. So
So
if they
yes.
see me, it's very possible word could get back to them rather quickly.
All right,
So
so,
yes,
we,
okay.
Yeah.
so we disguise him.
Well, it's not hard. I mean, if you
Or
just
if we
keep
see any-
covered the
Or if we see any of the Guardians, we just outright slaughter them.
I'm down for that.
yeah. That'll
Listen,
work.
they've always seemed a little suspicious to me. So
Look, this actually tangentially helps with my organization's plan of just instilling eternal anguish on the plane
I thought you
entirely.
said they didn't exist anymore.
What, my group?
Yeah, I thought you said
Oh,
they got, you know.
we're still around and kicking. Like
Okay, just
not formally.
under
the-
the under radar, like
the government, program was a thing that existed. There's also just the ill riggers and like our secret sect.
okay,
in
you guys are
general.
just doing it for fun.
I feel better about my idea now.
certainly feeling better about your idea.
Okay, so if we look at this lovely here map, Malkir has already got travel and everything set up for us, right? You said you went and
Yeah, we've got 2
carts and all that
wagons and
stuff.
some horses. Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going by boat. I also don't want to deal with pirates. That's just
Pirates do seem like a lot.
Worse
I also-
than dealing with a paladin order?
no. But I just mean getting to the Paladin Order. We'd have to deal with so many pirates, and I just
No.
So
that sounds
pretty
like way big of a
We
headache.
could
pretty
be pirates.
anti-ocean ocean travel.
Well, we have
Um,
to.
Swim now.
There's
Okay,
also-
it's fine.
Good for
Congratulations.
you.
I don't think Ruby's real down with the wet. All right.
If we take the right path through the mountains, we wouldn't have to deal with any of the Guardians, possibly, unless they're patrolling those routes.
Does your path take us through like Elysian and then through and then we could just go to Foxfort? So we avoid Dawnscar entirely for the time being?
That would be up to Mike. I assume I would know some paths through there that wouldn't lead to Dawnscar, but would those paths be remembered, or do they exist?
The paths that you know of are more near Dawnscar, because those are the paths that you would have been
Hmm.
traveling around while you were a guardian.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not really familiar with the mountains by Elysian.
Okay. Yeah, I know of some paths.
But somebody
Dawnscar,
might
but yeah.
be.
I mean, we
Yeah.
could
I was gonna say,
Easily
does
ask.
Casper?
Yes.
To the avoiding Dawnscar paths?
Well, if you're Dawnscar's all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the paths by Elysian,
And you know those ones.
I had to get over here somehow.
Well, I don't know. You all
I
seem to have
don't
been
know
dragged here by against your own will. So
Yeah, we never really sat and had.
willingly,
we've never had a
and then I
conversation
got captured
about.
by the Empire.
Okay, we've never had a conversation about who got here how. Okay.
Look, I got extradited, so I can't say anything.
I
like
don't
Kat and
know
I were
why
arrested
they
down the
picked-
street. Like.
Truthfully, I don't know why B and I were shipped off to the Empire.
Yeah, we probably should have been thrown in jail instead, honestly.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
I
It's
don't
very
know.
odd.
Maybe we can figure that out while we're there.
I
Maybe.
could figure that
Okay.
out while we're there.
Okay, so I guess this seems more like the plan. All right,
Are we going around?
going out west.
Are we going around these mountains, or do we want
Yes,
to?
we're going around the
probably
mountains.
be
I'm
best
not-
to go around the mountains.
we got
Okay.
wagons. We're not trekking through these mountains.
We're gonna Oregon Trail this bitch.
Yeah.
You got really excited about that, Kayla.
Love the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, you guys even know the way because it goes right by the asylum.
Right.
That's
right. Wait a second.
Did we forget?
We all forgot what this red dot was. Every single one of us.
I didn't. I
Yeah.
just didn't want to say it.
It sounds like this is the route we're taking.
It'll be
We could
fine.
take a far enough route around
We're,
the asylum.
we also broke out of it once, so we can break out of it again. It's fine.
We could
Well,
I want to
honestly,
go back.
we could stop at Enfield, make our way to Carlo. Hit all the towns on the way if we want.
Give it a pretty wide berth. I mean, odds are, though, enough time has passed, they're not going to think we're close by anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what idiots would go near the place?
Yeah, right? God. What fucking stupid morons would go back to where they were captured?
Famous last words. Technically,
Look,
none of us
we
were captured there. That's
we were
just
captured
where-
here.
That's just where we were held.
Yeah, but the twins, us, we were captured here, and we're right back in the city, and nobody knows.
You can
That's-
make
that's-
yourselves look different. You don't count.
Yeah, but they know that.
Also, quick question, Mike. Is the
Yeah.
Orden Empire advanced enough that there is a road system, or is it very much like you plot your own course?
There's
feel like
there's
there-
like merchant roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like anything like
I'm
too
asking because
fancy,
I don't
like-
see any on this map.
Yeah, it's not like fancy like cobbled roads or anything, but like there's like
It's not like we're just trekking through fields.
yeah, it's like wide like dirt roads that connect like the major cities and then
Yeah. you
just
also have
branching
to-
paths that go off of those.
You have to consider, like, as the military travels through the empire, would also sort of. They're not-
Fun.
That
Carve their
flattens.
own path.
Yeah, they literally carved. They were probably all the roads were probably carved by the military originally.
So that means there's likely roads that run from Orana to Enfield to Carlo. Like we could take roads and just kind of
You could
circumnavigate.
You could say all roads lead to Orana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just take roads until
Yeah.
All right.
probably
So what-
Exata.
Yeah. Because then we could, figure out a path from Exotica over, like, past the fucking water, through the mountains to Elysian, and then Foxfort. That's what I'm hearing. So either way, we're gonna have to stop at Exotica.
Well,
Or
stopping,
or-
passing through.
yeah,
Probably going to be our last chance to buy supplies.
Yeah.
that too. Speaking of, is there anything else we need to take care of while we're here before we leave? Any last loose ends?
Wasn't I
My-
supposed to be a cat for some old lady? No,
Oh,
she knew already.
she
remember
knew
you.
that you weren't the right cat.
Right.
It sounds like we're gonna deal with some honey, and then dismantle the Paladin Order while we're there.
Yes, two very symbiotic endeavors.
Dismantle, decimate, your choice.
I feel like we should probably, unless we want to burn a bridge, tie up some sort of loose end
I feel like we
with,
should get.
with Captain Luke.
Yeah, Captain Luke, we should definitely. I don't know. Maybe we could. I don't know. Say we're following a lead out of the capital.
I think
not-
it's our best. I think it's our best bet.
Or-
Okay.
Or you could also do this: tell Captain Luke that you've investigated to the best of your ability, but unfortunately, we're gonna hand this back over to you, and
They
wipe
never
our hands
handed
clean.
it. They never handed it over to us. We were just working in tandem with the guard. It wasn't
Our
like we were
investigation
in
was,
charge.
it was supplemental to their
Yeah.
own investigation, and it was sort of a trial run to see if we could work with them in a more official capacity.
Mhm.
If I don't have to burn a good alias, I'm not going to.
Yeah, so I'd rather we could just say that we're following a lead.
And we may
Out
be
of
out
the
of
city.
the city. We may be out of the city for some. We'll be out of the city for some time.
Yeah.
But it should be the last thing we do, and
So that
try
we
to
can
make
leave
it look
right
like.
after.
Well, and try to make it look like we left in a hurry, so we didn't
Yeah.
have time to come speak to him in person.
hmm I feel like we should also maybe get in touch with Sniv, just to
Close that loop.
close that loop. Also, maybe go check on that butcher shop one last time.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find an actual lead.
There's mention of a door as
One-
well.
Oh shoot! I was gonna say something. Oh, one very important question that we do need to address before we can decide on a plan.
Mhm.
What are we doing about everybody else?
Oh, that's right. Our NPC.
And, and more important, like more
You have to break up
specifically,
with him.
what are you doing with Arthur?
That's a good
not-
question.
This is not that big of a deal. I mean, at least not for me.
Are you gonna be okay? Do you want me to do it for you? I can be you and just, break up with them and it'll be okay.
It looks over at you and she's like, I think you've done enough for the last couple days.
I can
Honestly,
do it.
I know it's. You'll
I'd-
somehow make it worse.
I'd hate to see the man upset. He's only got his guinea pig.
That's all he's gonna have left once I'm gone. Yeah.
Not about the guinea pig. And I
Oh,
mean,
the guinea pig.
they've been
That's-
perfectly fine to us. There's no reason to
That
mean,
guinea
break-
pig is gonna
break-
throw some shit.
break his heart, sure, but ghosting him just feels rude.
I'm not gonna ghost him. What if I need him again once we come back or find him somewhere else?
Exactly.
You could always be like, I think we should just be friends.
You're terrible at this.
Guys love when you say that.
Probably know we're gonna be evil. We're gonna friend zone Arthur.
The worst thing we do all campaign. Friend zone Arthur.
I mean, there's being evil, and then there's just being a plain
Then
dick.
there's just being cruel. Yeah.
But it is your call.
It'll be fine. We can deal with everything else first. I'd rather not rip the band-aid off now, but then have to leave a little bit of it hanging because we're all still here. So
True.
much in a similar vein to Captain Luke, it'll be hair and go.
I'm going to say if he does want to come with us.
Yikes! Ooh.
If he does want to come with us, I'll make sure he doesn't.
You know,
You can just tell him about all of the fantastic journeys we're going to go on.
you could tell him you're gonna leave 1 hour, but then leave a different way.
Wait, I have a question, Malkir. When you set up transportation, did you set it up as like two separate things, like some for us and some for them? Or was
No,
this
I
like
just-
a joint purchase?
I just bought 2 cards and some horses. They just happened to help supplement the income. For the most part, I paid for most of it.
But they paid for some of it.
I put like
Thinking-
70 gold
Okay, that's 70
versus the
reasons.
200 I paid for it.
70 reasons why they might think they were still coming along is what I'm trying to get at here.
They also got paid, so they can arrange their own transportation.
And you could also just pay them that money that you spent.
That too.
Or that
Could
they
also
spent
reimburse
for it.
them for
Yeah,
this.
exactly. Just reimburse
Yeah.
them and say, here,
So-
there you are.
it's a
Now go
work-
on your own.
Reimburse the work expense. It's a write-off.
Yeah. If need be, we give them 70 gold and tell them, hey, this was our plan. You could, figure out your own transportation. If you're leaving, you probably have other stuff you want to do here.
I mean, if they want to come along, fine. Just, let them know. We can't guarantee their safety.
I think
Yeah.
it's not. I think it's not fine. I think.
I mean, I'd be fine with throwing Fira and Toshi in front of the masked macaque. If it meant, my safety. Speaking of, does anybody else have any weird vigilantes that we have to worry about?
Ours is dead,
We did it.
or at least we think he is.
No,
Definitely
no
not
vigilantes
going
in
back
in my past.
No. Well, no.
I,
No.
I feel like can I do
wanna
a group insight check?
Yeah, I want to ask if I believe him.
Yeah. Group insight check.
Yes.
Gotta insight check me.
The seeds of doubt, as we all trust no one.
I believe almost everything.
Oh my god. Who exactly are you guys inciting?
Casper.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Nice.
Who was it? It was Casweed.
Okay, fuck off. Jesus Christ.
I mean, are we insight checking everybody in the group here with everything?
Glad that Casper and I are two ends of a coin right now.
Mhm.
I'm more checking the people who say they don't have some vigilante chasing after
Right.
them.
I assume that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, Casper definitely seems to be like an open book, and Ruby seems more like she's trying to convince herself.
Ruby's unsure as to whether or not she would classify anybody that may or may not be chasing her as a vigilante.
Ruby's just confused.
Basically, was there anybody that you interacted with before you got tossed into the asylum? Who may have been, the reason you were there?
Again,
In their case, chosen.
I'm not sure if he was chasing us or not.
Or if you were just
He was chasing us for like a hot second.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was like hunting us or anything. And I mean, I stole from
Yeah,
the
we might have just been there.
and I stole from the town, but that's commonplace.
Yeah.
Sure.
Might have just been there.
Exactly.
And
Like
I'm a musician.
Ruby and I, or B and I, just don't know if we were sort of wrong place, wrong timing it.
Yeah, I'd like to press X and doubt the I'm a musician as he tried to sell certain athlete land to people.
I like how, although Casper is just so persuasive, it's like somehow, even though we're all convinced, we're all just still not convinced. It's just the way he says things. We're all like, I believe you, I think.
I mean, it's less about believing him and like him kind of like being able to put up this like perfect like wall that you honestly have no idea whether he's lying or not.
Yeah, it's like you just
Yeah.
doubt everything that comes out of his mouth.
That's the thing. It's like, man, I want to believe you so bad, but you somehow make it so difficult.
One minute you're doing a one-man performance in the middle of the street, the next you're trying to sell people Sarnathi land, which I know is a bad idea.
That's a good idea for me.
Not for
That's
the
fair.
people who go there.
Malkir, you didn't strike me as the person that would care.
Well,
Gonna be honest.
considering my ancestors, I know are most likely terrible people. Yes.
Can you read Silver One?
Maybe you should have grown up in a better family. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, Sarnath is not a good place for anybody who's not Dragonborn.
I had no idea.
Again, never been there.
Yeah,
Oh,
going off
Right.
of total hearsay.
Yeah,
Going
it's
off of
been
what?
centuries.
Going off of what the family has heard through the grapevine, it's like, yeah,
That's like someone of German descent
all of
trying
us
to
then,
talk
yeah.
about like how savage the Goths were like 1,000 years ago.
He's like, I feel it in my dragon gut. Okay, so we're starting with the Sniv, I guess? Sniv, and do we want to check out the other hidey hole in the graveyard?
my curiosity's peaked as to what that door is.
Yes, no, I use what's it called?
Yeah, I'm curious. So we don't have to. We don't want to.
I was about to be.
I mean, if it's just gonna
Might
cause
be
us more
fun.
trouble, then why do it?
Yeah.
But also, I do want to know what's behind it. So.
I want to know so bad. But it would be really dumb, I feel like. But man, do I want to know.
So, going to Sniv then?
Yeah. Start with Sniv.
All right.
Are the NPCs here? I realize we've just been talking about them, but like, are they out
I was
and about?
wondering that. I just didn't say
I was
anything.
like, they just at another table hearing us talk about them, or like, I didn't think about it.
I can't wait to abandon these people.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
fuck
would-
these guys. They're sitting next to us.
I would say that Toshi and Fira are there. Arthur and Athalos are not.
Toshi and Fira is
Where-
at another table while we're having this.
I imagine once we started talking about them, we were whispering. But
I think
whispering in
in,
Discord is just annoying.
I think in general we were keeping our conversation
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
On the DL.
Yeah.
Unless I'm talking to Ruby, for the most part, I speak telepathically to most of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that if you don't preface with "I was speaking telepathically," it's gonna be out loud. There's no
Yeah.
going
Mhm.
back. There's too many people with telepathic abilities in this party. I'm not gonna let you guys go off like, oh, that was telepathic.
Also, you can't like telepathically speak to multiple people at a time, can you? So you
Yeah,
have to
that
like
too.
say your answer to like every single one of us like individually, and then another time out loud anyways to Ruby.
Yeah.
So it's kind of redundant. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go. We're gonna go Shishniv.
All right. Yeah. Easy enough. You head to her shop in the dock ward. In the
I guess also
chicken quarter.
the butcher man as well. I guess while we're down there,
Yeah.
because he's in the same area ish.
Well, he's at the
He's not in the dockyard. I thought he was in the
he's-
dockyard.
He's at the grotto, which is in the cemetery.
Oh, really? He was in like the dragon area?
Yeah.
Oh man, my memory is fucking balls for this campaign. I don't remember anything.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, a butcher near a graveyard is highly suspect.
No, he's a butcher underneath the graveyard.
He's underneath the graveyard.
Still
That's
highly
just a suspect.
Yeah, the whole point is that he's highly suspect.
Yeah, the whole
That's-
place is suspect.
Yeah, that's why he's under the graveyard.
Well, if we're gonna go check in with him, we're gonna be right next to the shield
Yeah,
place,
might
so we might as well
go.
just take a stop in and see what that's about.
In other
Oh,
words,
man.
checking off all three of these objectives will not take long.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll start. I guess we'll start with Sniv, and just
Yep.
since we're already. Yeah.
Yep, you go to Sniv's shop and head inside and see her at her usual hiding place, pretending to be a severed kobold skull, and then realizing I was like, "Oh, it's you guys! Hey, what's up?"
Hi, Sniv.
There's always like assume the position.
Yeah. Say, bell ring! Time to be a skull.
Bell ring me bones.
Yeah. So yeah, she jumps up. She's like, you've returned."
I love her. We just wanted to come and give you the courtesy, do you the courtesy of letting you know that unfortunately we will not be selling you the sarcophagus. However, as disappointing as that might be, probably a good thing because it ended up attracting a lot of attention that you would not have wanted.
What was not good.
Mm-hmm. Remember that warehouse that burned
Yeah.
down?
Really burned down or collapsed.
Well,
It was only half of it.
that was part of it. That would have been here, so
Ah. I see. Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good news is good news is the chosen's out of your hair. At least.
if he was ever in your hair to begin
Yeah.
with.
Oh.
I feel like I have to
Oh,
light off
yeah.
everybody's shoulders.
I heard about that. Fuck that guy.
Seriously, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Oh,
Now
no.
Now I can actually start smuggling at night again.
Good. Good for you.
Exactly.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yes, queen. we're also going to be probably heading out of town here soon. Is there anything you want us to keep an eye out for you outside of the capital?
Oh,
mean,
By any chance?
We're gonna be hitting up quite a few cities and some outside of the Empire. If there's anything you want, like us to keep an eye out for, let us know.
I'm always in the market for buying the carcasses of strange beasts and creatures. Assuming they're in good quality when you bring them back. Hard to do anything with rotten food.
Are you looking for like whole bodies, or if we just brought like bones? Mostly just thinking of the preservation of anything we may find.
Bones, organs, pelts.
Have you seen the giant goats?
The ones that the farmers use?
These ones were wild. They were... I forget where.
Well, yes, they start off wild and then they domesticate them and use them on the farms.
But do those count? Do you like goat parts?
I mean, they're not exactly rare. They're all over the place. Very common near these
Rare.
mountains here.
Got it.
Like if we run into like say just names like some random like maybe a chimera or some weird mythical beast, collect its parts and bring it back to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, how
Yes. Yeah, anything that is like super weird looking and like you have to look at it for a bit and be like, what the fuck did we just kill?
And what would you offer in return?
Probably
Money.
depends on what it is, right?
Money? I could also
God, that was terrible. Like,
offer services and crafting items and poultices out of the remains of said
Ooh.
creatures.
Question: how do you spell sniv again? I didn't write it down.
SNIV.
Okay, just Ivy. I don't. It could be with a Y. Look at.
Yeah, I spelled hemo wrong.
Yeah, sniff.
Okay.
I definitely had it written down.
Yeah. yeah, totally.
No, I did actually. It's Sniv,
Okay.
and then her partner Woody, who is
Woody.
still hidden somewhere in the shop.
Do you happen to have any connections outside of the capital that we could use to maybe get things back to you or keep in contact with you in some way, or are you fully localized here?
Well, I'd say if you ever find anyone that openly worships the scavenger, I've probably met them. There's not many people that do that. Like, there's no like church of the scavenger, but like people just kind of out in the woods, just like make like a shrine, burn some guts as like an offering, that type of thing. I've probably met them in my travels, unless they're like a new person.
Okay. Good to know.
So akin to like how like you could tell who is a kindred spirit of mine if you find my holy symbol about.
You sure it's not just all Dragonborn? Seem to have that theme going on.
Also, is it really a holy symbol? I feel like more like an unholy symbol with the whole vibe you have going on, Malkir.
Maybe a stay away from me symbol.
It's like caution tape.
It's protected by ADP symbol.
No bark, all bite.
Festering wounds ahead.
Malkir's just like, I hate both of you so much.
Caution, smites.
No, that's Felgrim.
Oh, right.
Wrong one.
There's
He
just
just
narrowed
shrugs.
eyes as he tries to not listen to the slander disputer.
Slander from this party?
What do you mean?
Does Sniv have anything interesting for sale?
Oh yeah, we have money now! Sniv, what you got?
Since we're here and we have money?
Yeah.
Well, I have a few strange poultices and elixirs that you might be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. And she'll head in the back. You hear some rummaging, some clinking of bottles, and then you see a large crate full of bottles just kind of like making its way out of the back by itself as she's kind of like underneath it, and she just kind of throws it with like a clunk onto the counter. I've got all kinds of strange substances in here.
I've got all kinds of stuff.
Is there anything easily identifiable in this box as to what it might be or do?
No.
Nothing is labeled. It's just like random.
How
Do we all
much
just
for
get
the
to-
whole box?
In fact, I don't even know what half of these things do.
Amazing.
That's the kind of shop I want to run one day.
I'll trade
Grab
you-
everything
Mag
is
shop?
random.
Hell yeah.
Can I trade you Chimera bits for the stuff?
We just have Chimera bits.
Hey, you guys found a chimera on your way here.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I forgot
was
that we did, and that
So
we
long
had it.
ago.
I have everything in
Yeah,
the bag.
it's-
It's,
it's
all
all-
mine. It's all marked down.
Oh, right. Of course, the klepto would have other shit from our.
Of course she does.
Why
yeah, I'm greed. Chimera bits for box of doodads.
The whole
Random.
box? No.
Yes. No, I have a lot.
Yes, but they're raw materials. I would have to make something out of it. I would say. Well, let me see
The
what you
box.
got.
I'll put a handful of chimera teeth, half a dozen chimera dragon scales, and 2 chimera goat horns.
Hmm. Well, this is definitely. I could definitely start a few things with this. Might need a few more of each of these.
What
Or
if I throw
actually-
in some harpy talons?
Hmm. Tell you what. You give me all of these, and you can pick one bottle.
One bottle? I don't look through the bottles.
All right.
You got
Fair
anything else?
Anything super interesting looking or cool or recognizable. I'm proficient in herbalism, so I don't know if that helps me tell what things are.
This would be more of a alchemist supplies thing.
Okay.
You can see that as you kind of like rifle through the bottles, you can see that they come in a variety of different colors. Kind of like a deep red, a bright purple. One kind of looks like a Almost looks like seawater that's constantly kind of like swirling with a whirlpool in the middle of it. There's one that it kind of it's like a striped potion somehow. Like it's like orange and then brown and then red and then brown again and then orange.
We're not taking the water path.
No.
I'll take the stripy one.
Ah, good choice.
But you said you don't know what it does even.
Exactly.
What
She's like, I've
about
had great reviews.
what about for harpy bits? I have a bunch of harpy feathers and 4 harpies worth of talons.
Oh shit.
Oh, I could make you like a nice necklace out of those, I guess.
That's
Maybe
boring.
maybe take me a day.
No.
Ooh. Oh, we're on a bit of a crunch.
No, it's not worth it. Then I'll keep my stuff.
You said you had. Do you have any? You said you had some maybe like some poultices and stuff. Useful in some way. Maybe we could throw one of those in too. For all the Chimera bits.
Yep, they're in the box.
Oh, okay. Everything's in this box. Okay.
Every like kind of potion and poultice, like they're all mixed in there.
Okay.
How much if I just want to buy a potion from this box? Or an item from this box, even?
I would say 300 gold.
Jesus.
Well, I'm gonna have to come back when I have more money.
I'm thinking about it.
If I were gonna spend that much, I'd have to know what they did first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least what made them? What the main ingredient was that makes it weird?
Well, I can try to remember.
Can you identify potions? I don't know.
You can identify potions, just
Oh.
not here in the store.
Oh. She wouldn't let me?
No.
Aw, come on, Sniv. Why not? It saves you so much work.
That defeats the purpose of the box.
Does defeat the purpose of the box.
It sounds like a rip-off box.
Look. There is a chance that something in this box is not worth your money. There is an equal amount of chance that something in this box is worth more the amount of money I'm asking for.
Playing a gotcha game, guys. Yeah. Sniv has a gotcha box.
It's literally a grab bag.
Yeah.
Or in this
have
case,
it.
grab box.
I don't even know why I'm still deliberating. Ruby's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm saying I knew it was just a matter of time before somebody
Yeah.
did at this point.
I mean,
What do you
Cat
mean?
got something.
I
She just
already
traded it for
got
Chimera
something.
parts. Yeah.
Wish I had something interesting to give Sniv to try and lower the price. I
Right.
don't think she wants a metallic angel covered in scorch marks.
You
Although I
can
might just leave it here just because.
Would you lower the price for some harpy bits?
For Ruby's item.
I say, if you want to give me the Harvey bits, I'd knock off 100 gold. There'll be 200 gold for one bottle.
That's pretty good.
Look at Ruby.
I'll find you something really nice later.
Okay.
We'll swipe something together.
Look at Ruby like, why are you what do you mean? She's like, I'm not. She's like, listen, I'm not breaking both of you out of jail if I have to. All right, so you'll be on your own.
Then I will
warn
give
you.
the harpy bits to Ruby.
Who gives them to Sniff?
Who gives
Then
them to
Sniff.
Sniff.
I'm just gonna stick my hand in the box. Are there any potions that are like an odd temperature?
Yeah. You can feel one bottle that seems to have like a I would say that it feels cold.
Yeah, I'll grab that one.
All right, you grab it, and it's the one that I described. That it looks like seawater with a little tornado in it.
You know
Like
what? I'll take it.
like a whirlpool.
The one I was thinking of, the second one that I wanted.
What one did you get?
I took the layered stripey one.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like lots of potions in one potion.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yep, definitely. No, I'm right. Definitely not like my theory is that it's like enhanceability or something, but I don't know. We'll find out later.
Well, Sniv, I think we've taken up enough of your time. But it was a pleasure doing business with you, and hopefully we'll get to do some more in the future.
Of course. I look forward to seeing you again.
Graveyard time. Dun, dun.
God.
Come along, take my hand.
All right. So you leave Sniv shop and head to the cemetery. And it does not take you long to find the three I'm blanking on the word, not tombs.
Mausoleums?
Mausoleums, thank you. The three mausoleums that have been built on this disgraced family plot.
I guess might as well start with the safe option, which is the dragon, since we know what's in there.
See, I was almost thinking the opposite, but you're probably right.
We should start with the one we know we can check off the list.
Wait, why are we going to them though? We only need the one because we know the other one.
No, but we were gonna check in with the butcher guy to see if he has. This is from our original investigation, just to see if. I can't remember exactly what it was at this point though, in my mind.
You had talked to the butcher about like buying like humanoid organs.
Yes.
Because the murdered guy was missing organs.
Right, and so we wanted to see if he had any.
Doesn't it cost money to get into the dragon thing?
It was 10 gold, right?
Does it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Per
it's
person.
10 gold per person.
Ugh,
Is it every time?
Yes.
I'm
Every
turning
time,
into a spider.
I just couldn't remember because I know like we said that we came and checked in last time, and you never mentioned anything about the money, so that's why I thought it was maybe like a one time.
Well, let me ask you this: did you wash the stamp off your hand? Oh, wait a second.
We got stamped?
No.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe the dude's got a really good memory. Okay, because I just remember we had come back another time, but we did it really briefly and like just between walking back from a place, and you were like, nothing changed, but we didn't say anything about the money. So
Didn't y'all just check in here like yesterday? The day before, maybe?
Oh, that's true. It hasn't actually been that long.
been like 2
God
days.
damn it. Real world time and in-game time really do fuck with you. then you know what? We probably don't need to.
I think we're okay. Let's just
I mean, are
Yeah.
you sure you didn't see what else was going on in the grotto? You just were looking
It
specifically
is such
for
a cool
a
grotto.
shady place to buy organs from.
But it is a really cool grotto.
I feel like I'm walking into a trap, but all right.
I know. I really feel like we're just being baited by Mike.
What? Talking about?
For all you
That'd
know,
be
there
really-
could be other like
Well,
other shady
listen,
elements. in the grotto.
Actually, this fucking drag. Wait, when we were okay, because we. What else did we like just vaguely see? I'm just curious if. I mean, I guess we're probably going to be going in there anyway, so you'll be able to tell me once we're in there. So fuck it, yeah, we're going in.
I turn into a spider and I'm on my sister's shoulder, back, hiding. Yep.
Out of sight.
It just like
Right.
looks at you and she's like, "Why did you have to pick a spider again?"
Because I'm your familiar.
Ah, it's so. Ugh, so many legs.
Sorry.
You're essentially like, why couldn't you have picked any other form, like a weasel or a squirrel?
Like flip the doorman a platinum, I guess.
All right. Yeah.
That's more money than he's made all week.
Every.
Oh.
What?
This has made fucking bank this week. What do you mean?
It's 10 gold.
Yeah, it's 10 gold. Yeah, everybody that's going in to the Dragon's Grotto
Hmm.
market can knock off 10 gold, except for Kat, because she's sneaking in as a spider.
Alright, mark off 10 gold.
I'll wait outside. I don't
Yep.
care.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait outside too.
Cool. All right.
I'm gonna write a slow melody about being in the graveyard. I almost said garden.
In the garden. There's probably gardens.
Maybe.
The
You go-
guard yard?
You're gonna write a slow
Garden. The guard yard.
you're gonna write a slow jam about the fucking graveyard.
So what else is in here, Mike?
So, as you guys head into the grotto,
You baited us in here. What's on the other? What's at the end of the hook and the line?
And the sinker.
there's no hook, there's no line, it's just the grotto.
Mhm.
No, like as I had described before, as you walk into the grotto, you can see that there are a bunch of like kind of like shanty style shops put up around this underground waterway where different people are peddling all kinds of strange wares. And you do notice as you kind of like are just kind of looking around too that it doesn't look to be just like a black market or anything. It does look like there's a few other business here that are a bit more of the unsavory style. Like you see a few houses of pleasure, kind of shady bars where people might go for some of the extra stuff that you can't find up top. Few gambling rings as well. Kind of similar to that goblin place you guys went to the other night.
This one's Dragonborn. Run.
Why would it be Dragonborn?
There are other unsavory
Because the
races.
symbol
Dragon.
dragon.
Dragon grotto.
I feel like there's a
Why would
strong bit of prejudice in this party.
What? No.
No, I legitimately forgot. I thought there was mostly Dragonborn that ran this place.
no?
Oh, okay. My brain's just. I told you, I have shit memory for this campaign because of all the big gaps between things.
In fact, the only other Dragonborn that you saw down here was Sorth.
Look around. Do we see Sorth
Yeah,
today?
dude. I
Make
really
a
don't want to get
perception check.
stabbed in the back by a sword. That would be not good.
Ruby, you would notice a figure that kind of stands a bit higher than some of the other folk in this underground area. A hooded figure come out of one of the bars with, just because of the kind of torchlight, you can't quite make out the face. However, by like the size of the head, you can guess. Probably not a normal sized head. And this figure, after kind of leaving the bar, they look over at you and they start making their way right towards you.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh no. Ew.
Then I got one fear in this city, and it's Sword. Yeah, I wait for the figure to catch up to me.
Sort of stop and look back at Ruby like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and this figure, as they kind of move through the crowd, seemingly almost like a shark making its way through the water. They come right up to you, and then they say, "Oh, hey, Ruby," and then Sorth takes her hood down.
God damn it, Sorth. Why'd you have to make it look so spooky?
I see you guys came back.
It seems like you also came back.
Yeah, well, I know a few people down here.
Yeah, we're just checking in on a few things.
Take a look around.
All right.
We'll see you around then.
Sure, I guess.
We'll see. Just give her a wave and awkwardly walk back to the rest of the group.
Okay.
I also want to make sure she doesn't follow us.
Yeah, you awkwardly walk back to the group, and as you turn around, she's just gone.
Oh, okay.
X.
Very Sorth-like.
Better
Yep.
just pull the Batman.
Just, wanted to know if she was around.
I guess we'll go talk to the butcher man first.
Okay.
Wasn't it a woman?
Yeah.
Well, I just... Butcher person.
You just say butcher. Butcher is a very gender
person.
neutral title. Okay.
Butcher person.
All right. So yeah, you make your way through the shady walkways of the grotto to the edge where the there's a small shanty town shop kind of sitting there with a blood trail snaking its way through the rocks into the grotto itself.
I warn them. I'm like, she doesn't like being surprised. I almost got my head chopped off last time. If I was like 8 inches taller.
Yeah, good thing she aimed high.
You might aim lower this time.
She might, so.
Just make a lot of noise as we go in.
Knock. Like...
You know, like a normal person.
I don't normally knock in shops, so like, I don't know.
You really have a sign. True.
All right, you head into the shop,
We knock.
knocking on the door and making plenty of sound to make your presence known. and you can see that at the moment there's no one in this area, but as you're making your sounds to make your presence known, the cloaked figure of the butcher comes out carrying a large haunch of meat that she just hangs onto a hook in the middle of the store. She looks over at you guys and she says, "Ah, the Oregon people."
Yep.
That's us.
Glad,
What we're known
I
by.
love that that's how we're known. The Oregon people.
Give them a look of like, what the fuck did you feed? Did you? What?
Yes.
I regret to inform you that I have not come into possession humanoid bit.
No worries. We were in the area, so we thought we would swing by. Does she just sell, like, raw meat here?
As opposed to like cooked meat?
Or
Meat,
like,
jerky.
yeah, like jerky, like
Oh, like
meat that might
smoked
be,
meat?
yeah, like things
yeah,
that
for
might
travel.
be preserved.
Well, everything seems to be raw as you kind of like it's on display. But if you want, you could ask her.
We do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I am not much of a chef, but if you
Ooh.
want me to prepare food for travel, I can cook, salt some meat so that it doesn't go bad over time.
Kit will just hear in her head, "Don't do it. We could just eat good berries. Save your money."
Oh, that's true. Oh god, Kit's just thinking about the fact that we're gonna have to travel on good berries for so long, and she's just like,
It's not
"Huh,
good.
it's not good, not good berry."
But it's like
Pick up
it's like
the
living
money
off
and
of
you save.
it's like living off of nutritional supplements.
Yeah,
Pick up
Kit's
the
just
money
like,
and you save.
What would something like that run us?
I would say, in addition to the cost of meat itself, preparation would be extra 5 gold per pound.
how long does a pound last you?
You have to say, what does that...
Translate to.
You need to eat a pound of food a day.
Oh my gosh, that's expansive.
Oh.
Or a good berry.
Oh god.
Oh god.
A good berry plus things we could forage or
For sure.
hunt.
Pretty sure it's a
Good
pound.
berry a day keeps the hunger away.
Yeah, I think it's like a pound of food a day and half a gallon of water is like the D&D traveling rules.
Hmm.
You'd think you would know by now with how long we spent wandering in the fucking woods. Repressed the information. I mean, we can just go get normal rations somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean you don't want exotic rations?
No, we're not living that
From a
life yet.
butcher under the graveyard.
Okay, why does
Worth
everyone
it.
think this is people meat?
Prove to me it's not.
She specifically said she's out of people meat.
Yeah, This ain't people meat.
I'm not there, so I can't insight check.
We've been looking for people meat. She ain't got none. We've been doing our best, but we can't
I
find
think
any
we
of the
told
people
her
meat.
we'd pay a lot for people meat, so...
We did. We
Yeah.
said we would pay a lot for the people meat. Although this is raising a question of where the people meat did go from the dead people, as it hasn't made it to somebody who was probably actively looking for people meat. So it's a little, yeah. I'm wondering who ate the people meat instead, or what they used it for.
Close.
Yeah. God,
Now we all
so
agreed to
sus.
not think too hard about it.
So sus. All right. Well, I guess we will thank her for her time, but refuse. And be on our way.
That's fine. Until next time.
Until next time.
All right, you head out.
I need to buy, and I mean, people down here have probably stolen stuff, so I mean, I might be able to find it down here. I need pearls. Someone down here.
Pearls?
Yeah.
Go poke around.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long to find someone who's like selling like jewelry and stuff, and they do have a few pearls.
You want to also buy some oysters for the road?
I need. What? I'm not gonna go shucking oysters.
But then you might find a pearl.
I know, but I need. Do they have a pearl or multiple pearls worth at least 100 gold? Or are these like lesser quality pearls?
Yeah, they would have a few pearls that they would sell you.
Well, they're 100 gold, which is really expensive, so I'm only gonna buy like 2.
All right.
Is it for the identify spell?
Yeah, it doesn't
No.
consume. You only
Oh,
have
okay.
one.
No, it's not. It's not for identify, and I don't think it's pearls for identify. Anyways, I think it's something else for identify. Identify. Oh no, identify is also a pearl, but it's not for that. It's for a spell that I cannot do as a ritual. So fucking expensive ass, goddamn, freaking.
One of those dunamancy spells?
Maybe you should get
Yeah,
one.
the dunamancy spells are fucking expensive, bro.
Yep.
Maybe you should get
brutal.
one extra that you can keep and not use for your other spell to keep for your identify spell.
Yeah, keep a non-consumable pearl.
Label it.
Right on it, identify. Oh, that's like all my platinum.
Oh no.
This
If
is
only you had more.
This is true. I do. It's attached to the spider on my back.
if I wasn't me,
No, it's
I'd
fine. I
offer,
will.
but I'm me, so I can't
No,
offer.
it's okay.
sorry.
I will drop. Buying 300 gold worth of pearls. Can I get a discount for buying in bulk?
No.
Damn. All right. Well, I will buy 3 then.
I'll give you a good deal on these earrings.
Are they 100 gold pearl earrings? And I get 2 pearls for the price of 1?
No.
Then never mind. And I already have a singular earring, so if I have a pair of earrings, then I have 1 extra earring.
Our scam won't work anymore. Our get out of trouble card.
I could always just take 1 off, but
Never.
that is a possibility. But no, I will take my 3 pearls and call it a day.
Alrighty.
2 for fortune's favor, 1 for identify in case of emergency.
Alright. Enough. Anything else you guys want to do at the grotto?
Yeah, you guys paid 10 gold to get in here. Anybody else need anything or want to look for anything while we're here? Because now's the time.
Yeah, does anybody sell, like, weaponry down here?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
sure.
that's a good question. Yeah.
Yep, yeah, you would find there's like a weapon shop off to one side where they're actually doing some like blacksmithing work as well. And you can see that there is classic dwarf blacksmith within the weapon shop.
Just
Want to buy
at
some arrows?
Hey. Oh yeah, no, we should do that.
Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot it's on the druid list now. We should try and get some diamonds, huh?
Yeah.
For that is very true.
For dead
Man,
people.
for dead
For dead
people,
people.
ooh, especially if we're gonna be traveling, we should definitely.
And if we're gonna be taking on a paladin order.
Yeah. Yeah,
I should probably also pick up some poison for my arrows.
Can we find like a alley or something with like no people so I can unspider and be walking around like I'm supposed to be here? Or could we have done that?
I would say that yeah, you were able to do that. There's a lot of hidden corners in this place that you can kind of jump into for a sec.
Yeah.
Just like at a glance, is there any like unusual weaponry here, or is it all just kind of basic?
There's a lot of basic stuff. There's also a lot of like really like kind of fancy looking like stuff too, kind of like fancy like filigree and like special ways of like forming the metal to make the weapon look fancy as well. Go ahead and make a I'd say investigation check. Nice. You would be able to tell that a majority of like the fancy stuff, you can see that there's like a spot that looks like a bit tarnished. And with your natural 20, you can tell that this was probably where there was like some kind of like noble house sigil or something that got like taken off of the weapon.
Scraping the serial number off.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
The weapons are so pretty.
It's gonna be awkward if she finds something that was stolen from like one of my houses.
Not that you could tell.
Yeah, no more sigil.
Are there any nice looking bows?
Yeah, you would see like there's like a nice like silvered bow where like the silver is kind of like in like a cool like spiral pattern on the arms to kind of help with the malleableness of the bow.
Right. I got my eye on that.
Yeah, I want to look for a rapier.
Yeah. There's a few rapiers. Are you looking for like a fancy one or just your standard rapier?
Look at the fancy ones first, just to see if there's
Okay.
anything that happens to catch my eye.
Yeah, you would. There's actually quite a few rapiers here that have like a lot of like very like kind of like ornate hand guards, like the kind of like the like over the top twisting metal of the hand guards. And keeping with the same investigation check, you notice that several of them have some flecks of dried blood on them.
Cat is being super
Lightly used.
helpful by every single pretty rapier that you look at. She's like, oh, you should get this one and this one and this one. So all of them.
I feel like if Amazon existed, Cat would totally be like an impulse buyer.
Yes.
Alright, how much for the fancy bow? I want it.
What type of bow is it? You looking for like short
You
bow,
said it
long
was
bow?
a longbow.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Hold on. Long bow. The dwarf will tell you that that longbow is 125 gold.
Alright. Deal.
All right. He picks it up off the wall, and with your gold, he gives it to you. You now have a ornate silver longbow.
Neat.
Wow.
I'll get one of the fancy rapiers. Maybe one without blood.
Okay. For that,
But if you get one of the ones with blood, then you know it was a good one because it's already killed something.
sure.
And slightly dumber.
Yeah, sharpen it.
Wait, this totally isn't a murder weapon that's been disposed of.
It's got no serial number. You can't track it.
All right. The fancy rapier would be 50 gold.
I'll hand over my gold.
You know, you find a hard time. It's a hard time trying to get a rapier that you don't notice the blood on it, because they all seem to have some blood on it.
Then I just pick one that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, you pick one that you like, as yeah, and he hands it to you, and you have a uh a duelist blade.
Ooh.
Ooh. Is it special in
As
any way?
it's real fancy, and every single one of these fancy rapiers on this wall belong to someone that died in a duel.
Amazing.
Nice. Your weapon has lore.
History.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's so busy worrying about the guy that just got stabbed. Nobody bothers to check the guy that just nicked his sword. Yeah.
Guess while we're down here, I'll take a look, see if anybody's selling any like armor.
Not a lot of armor here. As like, um, kind of like going into like the lore of the Empire. That like you could find like leather armor and maybe like some medium armor, but like any like heavy armor has mostly been kind of regulated by the military as like the only people that used to wear heavy armor were like in the olden days of the various like kingdoms that eventually became the Empire. There was a lot of like traveling knights, and now that the Empire has kind of taken over, the heavy armor is mostly used by like soldiers within the.
Tell me I gotta go all the way to fucking Exotic, just get my hands on like some plate or some chain. Gotta go to a
I-
fucking war college, get my hands on that shit.
I mean, that's assuming you can even get it there.
You might not find any. Look, you can take some off one of the paladins we murder once we're in the Western continent, alright?
Yeah, but then you gotta
Just-
scrub the iconography off. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, look, they did it down here just fine. Just a little bit elbow grease and.
Yep.
Ah, fucking god.
One other thing that I
What about
wanted to.
a little bit of fire?
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to point out, because you would definitely see it, is there is an abnormally large greatsword at the weapon shop that I know I don't know if any, I don't think any of you use greatswords, but I just wanted to point that out that that's there. It is,
I am cute.
it's just this big old slab of metal just kind of hanging over the blacksmith kiln.
I am curious at the very least, because it is a big ass sword, and I am a heavy weapon user.
Oh, well, there you go.
If it wasn't my great axe, is not any indication, yes, I do use them.
Okay.
It looks at it. She's like, that probably weighs as much as me.
As you kind of ask about it, the blacksmith says, "You're not interested in that."
Well, now he's definitely interested in that.
Look,
Now
Look,
I'm
now you-
interested in it.
now you've piqued my interest. Go on.
Well, that sword is cursed.
How so?
Everybody that's ever wielded it has been killed by it.
In what manner do you mean killed by it?
Like,
We talking like bad luck, or we talking it actually impaled the fucking user?
Oh no, I tripped and fell on my giant sword.
sometimes, but with a sword that size, it well, you see, there's a lot of weight to it, and sometimes that weight can get away from you, and you get a little too overzealous after killing some people, because it is really good at killing people, but sometimes it kills the person that wields it.
Instead of
So-
like you swing it and you might go off a cliff, sort of thing. Is that what I'm hearing?
Like you swing it and it keeps swinging past where you meant it to swing, and you chop yourself in half.
Oh,
Wow.
Whoops.
There must have been some, unlucky users of that. Okay then.
Well, it's definitely some luck that goes into that sword. I'll give you that.
Huh.
So if you think you're a lucky person, sure, but it's cursed. Can't say I didn't warn you.
I'm at least curious.
like the waiver before he sells the sword to anyone, he must explain to them. You
Just
will
sort of
die.
just sort of look to Kit like, think we could find out what type of curse is stuck on that sword?
Take me like 10 minutes to do.
I'm just gonna say, I mean, just get it, but then just also buy diamonds. So if you die, I'll bring you back.
At the very least, it would make it.
But then you'll owe me your soul.
Ooh.
Kind of laughs at the unintimidating spider telling him that.
No, she's
I'm
not a
not a
spider
spider.
anymore.
I'm me now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, how much
I'm
you selling
me.
it for? At the very least, I'll take it off your hands.
Well, as much as I'd like to get rid of it, I still want to make a profit. 5,000 gold.
Whoa! What the hell?
I do not have 5,000 gold on me.
I don't think it's worth buying for a curse.
Yeah.
5,000 for a curse?
You can come back and get it when you are.
Half that much money.
Yeah, that is not worth the pain.
As good as it looks, and as tempting as it is,
You're paying 5,000 gold to potentially kill yourself.
yeah.
Like, really not the best deal for the buyer.
And part of me was like, we could just steal it, but that's just me.
We don't want to do that down here. There's an assassin's guild 1 mausoleum over, okay?
Yeah, steal the sword from the guy full of stolen swords. Great plan.
Uh,
That is.
I just give Malkira a nudge, like, come on. It is not in the cards for you today.
God damn it.
Unless you got something to trade for it.
It's the equivalent of 5,000 gold.
Yeah, knock the price down a little bit.
I
Yeah.
don't think any of us have anything that would be interesting to him.
I sure don't.
I'm taking a look real quick.
And say I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if any of it's of interest to a blacksmith, though.
Surprisingly, a lot of the stuff that I have is metal.
I mean, I have a lot
Alright,
of
maybe.
various weapons that I'm not using. Like 5 javelins that I have not thrown.
I don't know if basic javelins are what this guy's looking for.
At the very least, I could at least offload some stuff that I don't need right now. Nope, not giving him not giving him my signet ring or my scroll of pedigree, or that weird whiskey that we bought.
Have some. Can you appraise things?
What?
Technically,
Who are you asking? The blacksmith?
Yeah.
Depends on what you want me to look at. Like, I'm not a jeweler or anything.
Oh, a jeweler's probably a better answer. It is a necklace. Okay, never mind. You're useless.
ouch. Wow, man.
Before Kat says anything worse, I'm just gonna hook my arm with her and take her away. I'm like, let's go this way. Let's go look for diamonds.
I need to look for poison.
I also have a copper chalice too. That's got silver inlay. It's
I don't
beautiful.
think it's gonna
silver
knock.
inlay.
I don't think it's
I
gonna
know.
make
I'm
a 5,000 gold
offering it.
sword.
It's not worth it. He's just gonna die, and then he's gonna want me to use one of the diamonds that we just buy, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, just revive me," and then that's like 300 gold.
Okay. Keep begging her.
Tori, which earring is it? The one that you're wearing?
It's the one that I bought in the shop in wow, I can't remember the name of the town. Was it Goldcrest?
Goldcrest.
Yeah, we stopped at like that. There was like a general store there, and that was when I charmed the shopkeep into letting me buy it for like way cheaper than what he was selling it for.
Was that like the teardrop one?
Yeah. Which I still have never actually looked at to see if it is anything other than an earring. I've kind of just whoop, I hooked it in my ear, and that was it.
Nice.
Yep.
Tell you what, pal. How much money do you have?
At the moment, bit of platinum, bit of gold. Need be, I can also trade favor for item if need be.
I mean,
Yeah.
like how much money exactly?
About 40 plat, a little bit of gold.
40 platinum.
Yeah. Tempting offer. The
I
sword is
would.
very tempting.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'd knock down the price to about 2,000 gold, but you
Yeah.
don't even have that.
Yep.
Well, whenever you have the 5,000, let me know. It most likely will still be sitting. It's been a few years since the last person picked it up.
At the very least, you've given me a reason to come back in town. Take my leave, knowing that that's well out of my reach financially,
Mm-hmm.
and that there isn't a fucking single bit of heavy armor in this goddamn city.
At least not in the grotto. As the type of unsavory types that come here aren't in the need for big clanky armor. All right. Anything else?
Yes, diamonds.
Oh, right, the diamond. Yeah, I'd say you could probably pick those up at the same guy that sold you the pearls.
Pearls.
Yeah. However, he only has 2 diamonds that are worth 300 gold.
I will take both of them.
Okay, 600 gold.
I'm so poor now.
Okay, now I just need a vial of poison and we'll be on the way out.
Oh yeah, B wants poison. I also want to see, just because maybe if anyone down here is selling anything more musically oriented, orientate music stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I've lost words. I've lost the capability of speech.
like musical instruments.
Yeah, or just
Okay.
yeah, probably. That'd be the best.
I'd say probably not anyone like selling musical instruments. Like, there's a couple people playing music.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine then. We can.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I also have. So I have 2 lockets that I stole.
Right.
One was a guard's, and one of them it just says gold locket stolen from Middlesbrough
Mhm.
that I stole from some lady.
Right. Middlesbrough was the name of the town that the asylum was above.
Oh, okay.
I guess at the
Worth
maybe at the
any money?
maybe at the guy we buy the diamonds and the pearls from might have a.
Yes, and then I have one more thing I want to check. 2 more things I want to check if they're worth money.
Okay.
I also have a crystal sphere with floating flakes inside. And then I have the little dash saying artifacts place magnifying glass. Oh no, magnifying glass is a separate note that I took from the artifacts place though.
Okay. Sorry. You have the crystal dome. And then what was the other thing?
I have no, the other my notes confused me. There was supposed to be a space, but there wasn't. So that was just a magnifying glass that I stole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But-
Okay.
And then I also have a copper chalice with beautiful silver inlay.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all the things I want to see if they're worth any money.
Okay. The guy peddling the jewels would probably like he'd buy the chalice for like 25 gold.
Sure.
The
Unless what's the oh no, it's worth like 1,000. It wouldn't work for that later on. Cool. 25 gold.
And then the lockets, like 5 gold apiece.
Okay.
And then he's not sure about the crystal. He's never seen anything like it before.
Oh.
It doesn't look like jewelry or anything. So he's not entirely sure what it could be.
Is there
Uh
someone
he
that he thinks I should ask?
not really. Like he'd give you like 100 gold for it though.
No, I want to
No.
keep it now.
Okay.
But I will note that he offered 100 gold.
All right.
But I'm gonna keep one of the lockets, but I'll sell the rest.
Okay. Cool. And then B was looking for poison.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you ask around as there's no like clear place to buy poison. And your basically gestured to go to one of the taverns underneath like in this underground area. And you head inside and they tell you to go upstairs and you can see that one of the like rooms of this tavern has been turned into like a makeshift like shop window thing.
Ooh.
And you see
Fancy.
that you you see that there is a sign on the shop that says back in 5 minutes.
I will just kind of post up and wait 5 minutes.
All right. 2 minutes later, you guys see the form of Sorth coming up the stairs.
Oh my god.
Oh, yay. You know what? This tracks. This makes sense. I could believe this.
Like,
sees-
hey, Sorth.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Weird running into you guys twice in one day.
Yeah, you run the shop thing?
Oh, you need some poison?
I do need some poison.
Oh, well, hell, why don't you say so? Hold on a second. She opens up like the makeshift door window thing, and then closes it, and then turns around and sits at the window. And she's like, "All right, what do you need?"
I mean, what do you got? I'm just in the market.
Well, I got some of your basic poison, sleep poison, poison that makes your enemies feel like they're burning alive.
How much for the
Po-
sleep poison?
the sleep poison. That would be a vial of sleep poison would be 200 gold.
Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Jesus
So charge
Christ.
what you're worth.
Oh, yeah, like, go off,
Good for
but
you.
damn, Sword, that's fucking wild. Holy. Whew, okay.
Anything else?
Yeah, there's poisons that will make people kind of go crazy and just do whatever, like hallucinate a bunch of shit. There's my personal favorite. There's the this little guy. She holds up a vial with like a moon on it. It's like I call this midnight tears. You put this in someone's food, and it doesn't kick in until after they go to sleep, so it looks like they just died in their sleep.
Oh, that's very clever.
How much does that cost? More just out of curiosity than anything, because I just want to know.
This little vial here, 1,500 gold.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's right.
That's absolutely worth it.
I just need some good basic poison to put on my arrows.
Good basic poison.
And B's like, I am a basic bitch, alright? I don't need no fancy ass.
I already spent so much money on my new bow.
Yeah. It's like, look how
Well, I
pretty it
got
is.
some snake venom here. It's like 200 gold for a vial. A vial does 10 arrows, so
He's like
it's
weighing
like
it out, and you see her head going back and forth, like weighing it out.
it's like 20 gold an arrow.
See, how much money do I have left? Yeah, fine. That'll be fine.
All right. She takes your gold and gives you the 200 gold worth of snake venom.
Did we get a discount because we helped you break out of an asylum?
No, what?
I'm joking.
I was able to break out of that place. I broke out of
Yeah,
that
I
place
don't.
like 6 times since I met you guys.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
I kept coming back because the food was good.
Wait.
Food wasn't bad.
That's true.
Excellent point.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So I was like, I didn't have to pay for a meal while I
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah, if you guys remember, Sorth was already out of the asylum by the time you guys got out.
Yeah.
She was? Oh, this
Yeah,
is true.
she's the one that stole the cart.
No, I know, but I didn't remember if she was with our group when we hopped the wall or not. It's
She
been
was
so
not.
long.
No,
It's
it was.
been so long. It was
Yeah,
curiosity.
it
I'm
was
getting them
curiosity.
confused.
While we were at the weapon shop, I probably would have picked up more arrows. What does that run me? Like,
Oh yeah,
50 arrows.
50 arrows. Let's see here. Let's see. Say like 25 silver.
I also picked up like another 20 arrows.
Say 1 gold.
Is that also 1 gold for 20?
Yeah, that's sorry. I must have must have cut out. Yeah, 1 gold for 20.
Wild getting to buy my arrows now.
Oh yeah. God, what a brutal time, man. Having to make that shit, fucking
Making my own
MacGyvering our
fucking
way
arrows.
trying to MacGyver our way through that whole campaign. Jesus Christ. Fucking brutal.
What was really funny about that was like there was like a destroyed elvish city that you guys went to that you could have probably just stocked up on arrows there.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
we get in trouble
well.
in that city? In some city that we went to?
yeah,
Yeah,
there were some racists, but that might have been a different elven city.
Oh, yeah.
We absolutely did get chased out of an elven city, though. Yes.
Vanya and I did not have a good time.
No.
Anywhere on the continent, really.
No.
It was not good.
Truly, how the two of them became friends.
Yeah, it was really our bonding experience.
There will be no arrows in the bag of holding because then they're mine this time.
All right. Anything else I can get for you?
I think that's it.
All right. Well.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Different place though, not Sorth.
Oh.
No, I was actually
What's
just that sleep venom. Is that a one-time use for like 200 whatever gold?
No, it's just like the just like the snake venom. One vial is 10 arrows.
Okay, I don't shoot arrows, so that's
Oh, if
And,
you were to,
you
you could
know.
also put it on like a
Yeah.
like a knife. And after you put it on a knife, it lasts for 1 minute before it kind of dissolves.
What about food and drink?
Oh, let's see.
Was it a 1 minute as well, or does it last
Uh,
longer?
We're gonna save up for that sleepy time one.
Let's see. Oh, see if there's another sleep one. Is that one specifically injury? So it wouldn't really work with food. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I've got one that's more to be used with a subtle hand. Yeah, put this in their food, and this will knock them right out. Might also might knock them out for a little longer than you were expecting, but it's a bit stronger. This is 600 gold.
Okay, never mind. Fuck.
Yeah.
What if I wanted to buy one use? Is that possible?
Like a little dropper full.
Yeah, what if I wanted just like a single
Like a
use amount?
single shot.
Yeah, for like
Yeah,
60 gold or
I
whatever.
guess I could do that. Yeah, just like a tiny little like just like a yeah, just like a single dose, little paper full of poison.
Paper, yes, a paper full of poison.
Yeah, I can do that. One use for 60 gold of.
Okay, I'll do that then. I cannot afford the full thing, but I'll take one use of this poison.
Yeah.
So I'll give her
Yeah.
what is it, 60, right? So I'll give her 6 platinum.
She takes out the bottle, and you see that she kind of like takes out like a little like piece of like parchment or and just kind of shakes, and you see a little like powder come out of the bottle into the paper, and then she just kind of folds it up, hands it to you.
Perfect. How long does it last when it like to knock someone out?
It kind of depends. It can be anywhere from 4 to 24 hours.
Depends on like the person.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So yeah. For your poison, it's a DC 15 con save, and if they fail, they are they are like unconscious, incapacitated for 4d6 hours.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. For the snake venom, it's a DC 11 con save. And it's 3d6 poison damage on a fail, half as much on a success. Did you get that, Taylor?
What? Me?
Yes, the snake poison.
Oh, sorry. I did not get it. Can you send it to me in a DM?
Sure, I can do that.
I was very distracted.
What?
Huh?
Oh my god, that's
It's
funny.
my small attention span. At it again.
Yeah, it's also in the Roll20 compendium under serpent venom as well.
Oh,
Okay, cool. I'll just grab that.
Yeah, yours is under torpor. Tori.
Okay, I wrote it down, but I will keep that just
Yeah,
in case.
TORPOR.
Yeah, torpor is a very big effect in Arc, so don't worry, I knew how to spell that one.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right.
Perfect.
Well, good seeing you guys. Let me know if you have any other poison needs while you're in the city.
Sounds good. Nice seeing
Sounds
you again,
good.
Sorth.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you need stuff from outside of the city to make poisons or anything special you're looking for?
Well, I mean, let's see here. If
From like plants or animals or something?
yeah, if you ever run into any like large venomous creatures. Definitely pick up any of the venom from them. I'd say also I don't know how much undead you guys run into, but ghoul saliva actually really good for making poison.
Okay, well, good to know.
Good to know.
We also got see here. If you ever make your way south into the desert, there's a really there's a really rare plant. Kind of looks it kind of looks like a like a rotting tongue, if that makes sense. If you pick me up some of that, I can make a pretty cool poison from that as well.
Good to know.
Good to know.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bye.
See you around, Swords.
Hey.
And we dip.
All right.
We dip.
Studded leather armor.
What?
It said studded leather armor. Huh?
Oh, like you want studded leather armor?
Yes.
Okay. I
Shopping.
mean, yeah, that's light armor, so they'd probably have that somewhere around here. That's a classic mainstay of a thief.
It's a pretty average request, yeah.
Yep. I know. Might as well while we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'd say you can pick up some studded leather. It's not gonna be anything like fancy looking because these are mostly shady people, but yeah, you can pick up some dark studded leather armor for 45 gold.
Okay. I can't buy anything else. I have 7 gold to my name, and I'm crying over it. I have silver
Alright.
and copper still, but it's sad.
Anything you guys want to buy at the Dragon's Grotto?
No, I think we're done. I think that's everything.
Alright,
Nope.
cool. You guys make your way back out to where Casper and Felcrum are waiting.
We bought so much stuff.
For me? How nice of you.
No.
They didn't seem to have anything that would really fit your aesthetic.
Of course not.
You're truly one of a kind.
I know.
Okay. So now it's captain time.
Why didn't you guys want to check out the door
Wait.
number 3?
Oh shit! Right. Oh my god. Shield. Right.
It's
Shield
it's
time.
Oh,
literally
God.
right
we
there.
came here.
I know. I forgot. Well, no. I mean, it was a double. It was also to see the meat lady. But yeah, no. Shield time.
All right.
Ruby, check for traps.
Yeah, I'm checking for trap.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make another investigation check. All right. It does not seem trapped. It is locked like the other two were.
Gotta lockpick it.
Go for it. All right. Now you pick the lock, and as you open the door, the other two doors that you guys opened, remember there being like an actual mausoleum on the inside, and then you had to find like another way to go deeper. As you open up this door, there is no kind of secondary area that you have to find the entrance to go down into. As you open up this door, there's just straight up a staircase leading straight down. And Ruby, with your passive perception, you can hear the sounds of screams off in the distance.
Is it the screams of like someone being tortured, or just screams?
You'll have to find that out next time.
Oh,
That's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh boy.
Well, that's going to be interesting. But on that note, I will end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Good night.
Good night.